Dave from homegrownherps. Today's little video is just a little sort of how-to video. I've got a couple of guys at the moment that I have to assist feed. I have to assist feed and then choo train. So I thought I'd sort of show you that process, and then also try and give you some little hints and tips about why I do it. Just see if I hope it helps. Oh, this little guy here, as you can see, is just a it's just a normal it's a little dinker project that I'm trying to work with. As you can see, this pretty little boy, to be fair, extremely really pretty. A lot of blushings and that going on. Whether that has anything to do with it, I really don't know. We'll find out. It's a gorgeous little boy. But anyway, I'll show you how we do it. I have tried to feed today. He has struck a couple of times this time after having a few assists, but I will show you how I do it. So that's a simple technique of how I hold behind our both jaw bones, nice and gently. No pressure behind that at all, and the same with the tail. I'm only very gently holding that. I'm not squeezing hard at all. As you can see, there's no pressure involved. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out just with this little fluff here, and then, I mean, some people use pinkies. I find pinkies just really messy. I don't use my fingers myself. I just want to gently put the nose in, nothing major, gently place it in. Come on, little one, come on. Okay. And as I pop it up, and all you want to do is just head the nose of the mouse down into the mouth, so then it's heading in the right direction. Like that. And then all we want to do is just place the head very gently into the throat. And then what we're going to do is just hang him, hold him for a second. Him trying to just get his bearings and work out what he wants to do with it. Now, he will try it first. Hopefully it doesn't happen. He will try and spit it. He may spit it. If he does spit it, we'll go again. But at first, you just hang them for a bit. And the reason we do this is just that obviously the teeth being recurved, it's harder for them to be able to drop it. So sometimes it is actually easier for them to eat it rather than actually try and mess about trying to drop it. So after a little bit, he will actually try to rather take it down than actually drop it, because it's just so much easier for him. Now, you will notice for this is something you've just got to have patience with. You can't go ahead and just rush it and ram it down the throat. One thing I'll never do is, if I can help it, and to be honest, most of the time I don't need to, and that's force feed. Just so I don't see the point of it. Myself, if you can get them going gently themselves. As you can see, he is just starting to chew down now, and he's actually starting to hold on to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give him a little second again. He's starting to chew down now. And I'm going to go and pop him down, nice and gently. Okay, so I've dropped him down again. And I'm doing that. He has just spat it again. Okay, I don't know what keeps happening with my phone today. It's for some reason, some random reason, it's recording in little tiny sections. I don't know what's going on with it. But as you can see, he has spat it again, so I have just placed it back in his mouth again. And as you can see, he's just starting to gently chew down on it now. So I'm going to hold him a little bit longer, just for the simple reason I popped him down just and he spat it all the way back out. So we'll hold on to him a little bit more today, see if he holds on a bit more. I'm so tempted just to get his little hair. And as you can see, he's just holding his mouth open in the moment, just trying to see if he can actually drop it. But after a little moment, he will start to chew down on it. There we go. go. Just starting to chew down now. As he knows it's obviously easier for him to eat than it is for him to try and spit it out. So again, we're just going to gently pop him down now. Okay, we'll just have a look how he's getting on. As you can see, he's just starting to take it down now. So sometimes it will take them a little while to actually come around to this idea, but eventually they will. There you go. Start to chew down. What I do is I think what I call, you've probably seen it done a few times before, is the choo train. Now I find this technique quite effective, and it sort of helps some kids with good body weight on when they're not really good feeders. And sort of gets their digestive juices going. Okay, so as you can see, that's just starting to get down the neck now. Just starting to munch that down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to very gently just start to introduce this rat pup should I say, by the side of the mouth, wait for it to start chewing up. Okay. You don't want to do is just ram it under her face because she will just spit out. So as you can see, she's starting to chew again now. What I do with mine as well is I don't warm the rat pups at all. And the reason I don't warm the rat pups is I don't want them to actually notice it's there. So I'll just put it towards her face. And then as she's opening her mouth to take in the remainder of her meal, she will consciously start to chew down on this, thinking that this is the rest of her meal, as you can see. So then when she's got the head of that and she's got a good go at it, I'll release it and I'll let her go for it. And as you can see, she'll happily start chowing down on that now. But as I say, it's really important not to warm that rat up at all, or whatever you're using as your second feed, just because you don't want them to be able to sense it at all. So keeping it cold just helps it easy. It makes it a little less stressful for them. As I say, you want to make sure that a good part of the body's down, and you've just got really the tails and the feet hanging out. And then you want to offer it towards the nose. Don't shove it up to the nose. And you want them to sort of stretch out. So as they're pushing that last feed down, they're stretching themselves towards that meal. You're not actually pushing it into their mouths. Okay. And we'll leave her to it now and switch back and see her when she's nearly finished. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you another one now. It's the same technique again, nothing different. So we're going again, on the jawbone, thumb and finger. Nothing hard, as you can see. They do start to gently open their mouths straight away, and you've got that little bit of leverage with your finger, look. So again, just get the tail wherever you can grab it, either there or there, whatever you feels easier for you. This little one is a bit of a thrasher, does like to have a good wriggle round, this one does. also has a good old habit of having a good old nip at me, so I will be extra careful with this one. Right, so as we say, straight towards the nose, nose to nose. I'm just going to get a little wiggle, let the mouth come open, and then you're going to pop the nose straight into the mouth. Alright. And then all we're going to do is grab either side, push down into the throat. Oh, this one's going to have a twist. We're going to have a twist. Okay, alright. Now with a drop, as I say, sometimes they will throw them out a couple of times before you can get them to go in. So there we go again. Let's get that one properly. There we go again. Don't expect this to be a 5-second thing. It's something you've really got to have patience and a bit of time and effort in with. So as I said last time, so just into the mouth, no further. Okay. Then you're going to let it go and let it hang for a little minute. Now it gets bearings. Once it's got its bearings, it'll either try and do one or two things. It'll either try and, as I say, spit it out and hold its mouth open for dear life and wiggle around until it falls out, or it'll start to chow down. By the looks of this little one, it is going to chow down. I will hold it up in the air just for a little bit longer, just because obviously the last one, might be trying to drop it now with his mouth. The last one did, once I put it down, dropped it, so I am going to hold on to it just for a little bit longer. But as you can see, they will try their hardest to try and wiggle them out if they can. After a little bit, they will start to chow down on them. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to gently place it down. Right. And as you can see, it's just starting to gently chow down now. Again, I'll have the rat fluff ready. Rat pup anyway, keep saying fluff. Always keep it over to the side out the way until it's what I feel ready to take it, dependent on when it just starts chewing down. Okay, as you can see, this one is starting to chew down quite quickly. I don't think it'll be long before this one starts strike feeding and eating on. Okay, so she's nearly at the point that she's down with it. So we're just going to go in now. This might be a little awkward. This one may fail as we're right up against the tub, but hopefully not. Now with this technique, it is something you've just got to really practice. Don't expect to be able to do it straight off the bat. It took me a few goes. But as you can see, she's taking that one now. And she'll mow that one down the neck as well. It's a brilliant technique if you want to start getting them digestive juices going. We'll say this is only the second time they've had their choo-choo train, so we'll see how it goes, and hopefully this week or, sorry, next week or the week after, they'll both be biting my fingers off every time I open the tub. So as always guys, let's teach, not preach. Take care, keep smiling.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm away.